Well, another kind of cold Texas morning. Winter's moving in. So today, however, had to carry sister-in-law and my wife. So sister-in-law could go to a doctor's appointment. She doesn't like driving in the rough weather. I've let them off and I'm going to just go looking around for records. So I'm going to stop at this book and record shop, see what I can find, because I buy old records. Well, there's a reissue of Jimmy Hackett, Sun Records. I knew Jimmy. More about him later. Now I'm going to start looking at stuff. Okay, got a couple of cheap records here that I can throw into the boxes for record shows and such. That's actually not so hard to find. But it's not the easiest one Glenn made. This one is the Slades. I think it's the Texas group. Anytime I see something by the Slades, I get it. And I'm pretty sure that is. Anyway, a couple of bucks. If I sell them for $5 apiece, I've made profit. That buys me a Whataburger or whatever it is I'm having. I'm happy with that. Today I'm not in my trusty element. I'm in my wife's car. Feels weird, feels unnatural. But anyway, I'll suffer through the comparative luxury anyway. So yeah, whenever I go out, I always try to buy something. It's as the lovely Carrie Rebel says, if you don't go out and look and you don't buy something, you're guaranteed to make nothing. But if I buy something, well, maybe I'll find somebody that wants it bad enough to part with a few shekels. And then, the great big circle of life, right? Being a record dealer. I'm going to keep looking. I think I got to go pick them up in a few minutes. But then I will hit some places on the way home. Okay, so we're just about here. I think I'll avoid colliding with that car. My wife would approve of me not doing so, especially in her car. I don't think she gives a flying flip about what happens to my element as long as it's drivable, but hers, she likes her car. I think I've seen these before, but let's take another look. $10, that's a bit on the expensive side. Okay, looks like no luck there. Okay, check the world of the 78s here now. Nippon phone, must be Japanese, but that's a mystery record for me. Well, no luck at that last place, so we've repaired to another shop, which is really cool. They've got a lot of records. Occasionally I'll find something here. Don't come out here often, but I'm going to start looking and just see what turns up. Boney Maroney. I always like to look up some of these records as I'm going. Gene Summers. I think that's a ballad of his that I've already got, though. I like Gene. Gene lives just about 15 miles, maybe, north of where I live. He's a good guy. One of the best rockabilly singers there was. Yeah, I'll go to both hands for this. Well, no love for me there. Found one record I almost bought at $3, but then I looked quickly online, found a copy or two at $5. There's no guarantee I'd ever sell mine, and that's not a profit margin that I want to live with at the moment. Maybe later in life I'll get desperate, but nah, I'll pass that. Let's do a little more looking. If the weather holds out, wish me luck. I'm going to go to one of my secret fishing holes that I like to go to. Doesn't seem to be on anybody else's radar, and that suits me fine. So I'm going to go check that out, see if anything else has surfaced. If so, I'll be happy. If not, I've had, a nice couple of hours of tooling around and looking. Wish me luck on the next leg of all this. Well, I've left my secret hidey hole fishing place that I check every now and then. I'm rather pleased and amused. For security reasons, I don't take a video directly in front of some of these places I go. And I don't particularly want the people that I've just bought from to see me out in their driveway or parking lot holding the records up, excitedly gesticulating in front of a camera because, well, I pay what they quote. But then I want them to be happy and not think, hey, what did I just do? That's part of it. Let's go to another place that's not so secretive. Got another little place downtown I like to check. A little bookstore that sometimes has music. There are always good places to check. Sometimes people bring in a box of books along with a box of records and just dump them on the place. They don't really care what they have, and they'll put them out cheap. It's a good way to find stuff and a great way to keep in shape. That place was closed on Tuesdays. Isn't that a kick? Oh well, they got to be closed sometime. Might as well be a Tuesday. I'll hit them again another time. I've got one more place I think I'll check. It's a local thrift shop. They really have good cheap clothing and things like that. Sometimes I'll find a cool vintage Western shirt to wear on stage, that sort of thing. Occasionally they'll have records. I don't hold out a lot of hope, but it's always fun to go and check. I have pulled good things out of this place. Not often enough anyway. Well, we're back in beautiful Balch Springs, Texas. Real garden spot. And we're going to check probably the one and only thrift shop. Well, on this part of town, I suppose. There are others scattered here and about, but I'm not going out there today. I just don't feel it. Might pick me up some weird clothing while I'm at it. Too loud piped in music in most of the store to record properly. Besides, nothing really here to record. They've got a few LPs. But it always pays to hit your spots. See what turns up. I'll go check the men's clothing now. Okay, going to sit here in front of the almighty computer. And let's look at what we found today. Found these in my little hidey hole place. That's a kid's record. It's just things have changed and words have different meanings nowadays, I suppose. I'll have to play that and make sure that's what it is. This is nice. This is a Phillips International record owned by Sam C. Phillips, who started Sun Records, and he opened up this label in '57 as a sister label, maybe higher class stuff, but he did start out doing some rockabilly and such on that label, and that's a pretty decent rocker. This is from West Texas. Hope Griffith, she was a beauty queen. She really was, and this is a kind of a pop, almost rocking ballad thing called Harboring the Blues. It's pretty good. Some rare stuff came out on that label. And then this is Just Delighted because, or I'm Just Delighted. Arlie Duff. That's a piano rocker type thing that this straight country singer did. He did a couple of rockabilly things. This is one of them. Comes on red plastic. I just like that. Duff Publishing Company. Duff reminds me of the Simpsons beer, which I'm fond of. This is remarkably good. It's in rough shape, as you can see. I can still sell it, though. Little Walter Digging My Potatoes. That ain't Little Walter, that's Washboard Sam. And it is outstanding. In fact, let's play a few seconds of it just for fun. This is really what I call rocking blues. Isn't that slap bass, man? Plays great, so I ought to be able to do well with that. Okay, don't want to play too much of it. Then we've got a fairly rare thing here. It's I know this one already, but it's my friend Gene Summers. As I said earlier, he lives right up the road. And this is one that doesn't turn up often by him. It's more of a pop record, and I like that. This is Dandy. Roy Cagle from Ville Platte, Louisiana, reelin' and rockin'. I'm sure it's a remake of the Chuck Berry thing. Yeah, it says C. Berry, so that's got to be Chuck. Swamp Rocker. I'm looking for the guitar solo. Nope, it's not there. That's okay, though. That's a decent record. It is a rocker. And that's about it for now. Found just a few other cheap things earlier. So anyway, I buy old records. Sometimes I buy lots of good ones. Sometimes I buy one or two that aren't much. But I'm always out there looking, and therefore almost ensuring I'll find something. Like and subscribe. Come see me whenever you want. If you're ever in the Dallas area, give me a holler. I got lots of stuff to sell to you. Oh yeah, that's just part of it. Be glad to meet you.